Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
And so it's Detroit with the ball after the basket by Washington.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's time for an injury report.
I got some news from Detroit's head athletic trainer. They told me it's a collapsed lung, a serious situation, and we're all hoping that he's okay. The start of the season is not when you want to be a man down, forcing early adjustments. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
It is, and nobody wants to miss any time. Obviously, everybody wants to be out there contributing, but sometimes you got to be patient. You have to make health a priority, get the results, and then put your plan in place.
And here are the Wizards now. They've scored 10 straight. Young against Collins. Young, no good.
Boy, his teammates have really picked him up. But I'm sure, boy, they'd love something down the stretch out of this guy.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Washington making a change here. Champagne's checked in. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
So, Doris, after finishing last season with the second worst record in the NBA, the Wizards sliding to the number 6 pick in the lottery.
Listen, Kevin, obviously this is not ideal, but I don't consider in a deep draft this to be the worst case scenario. You have to be patient, continue to build the right way, and your player evaluation in the draft is absolutely critical.
Here's Dort following the bucket by the Wizards. Shot clock at 5. Cole, the pass to Dort. three-pointers off the mark.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pass to Champagny. Here's Koulibaly. Song, the pass to George. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Johnson for three. Cole with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's unbelievable.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Johnson. Rebound, Detroit.
Boy, the team doing pretty well despite his offensive struggles right now.
Cole, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Washington out in front, opening up a huge gap. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please go to your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot.
And hello, veering off topic a bit. I wanted to ask you guys, who would you say is the best trash talker of all time?
Man, there's been a lot.
Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for Detroit.
A lot of bricks out there, man.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Alex Shaw in this game, he's been everywhere.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Now let's head over to the sideline for a report on Trae Young. What's the situation there, Allie?
Hey guys, I got an update from the head athletic trainer of the Wizards. He let me know that it's a strained hip, which causes plenty of soreness and shooting pain in that area. They've made the call that they feel it's okay for him to play. And even though there's a moderate recovery time, he's also confident at the moment to be back on the floor.
And Allie, we thank you for the report. Guys, the only thing you can wish for is that the prognosis isn't quite as bad as they're making it out to be.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Was really hoping for better news than that, but that does not sound encouraging.
No, I mean, this is a big blow, and it will force the team to make some adjustments, not just in terms of personnel in the court, but in terms of strategy.
Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. We've got Johnson. Davis is out there with Koulibaly. And it's Young, and it's Sarr in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Cole kicks to Dort. Sinks the triple.
Well, for Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Davis. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. That's 10 points for Anthony Davis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Dort misses. Wizards leading by 19 points. Now, Koulibaly. 5 points in the game. Johnson, the pass to Davis. Outside, Dort. Here's Cole. He's defended by Koulibaly. Now, here's George. To the paint, looking for Cornette. He gets it there. That one falls. Cornette's got 6 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Davis. Puts up a deep 3. Detroit with the rebound. George got 4 rebounds in this game. Of the big men in the league, Doris, Anthony Davis, to me at least, has always been among the best one-on-one scorers.
Well, that's because, Kevin, he is a 3-level scorer. He can be a lob threat. You can put him on the box or at the elbows. You're going to have to draw a second defender if he's on the face-up because he can't get guarded one-on-one. Struggling to get into their groove here, just 1 for 4.
Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Collins. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle, takes the turnaround J. That misses off the basket.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal.
Back to Cole. There's the pick. And it's Dort, top of the key, over Johnson. They get it again. And a wide open look for McCollum. Oh, good with the triple. Washington leading now by 15. Pass to Davis.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just 1 more will put him over the limit.
Here's Koulibaly. Here's Young. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for 1 more.
Well, Trae Young has shown over the years he is one of the best in the league at drawing contact from defenders.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons. And front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. Detroit trails by 18. Cole looking for an opening. Collins, a screen on Johnson. Here's Cole. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And Davis gets it to go.
Well, dependability, right? That is not wasting possessions. This is all about taking and making good shots.
Door the screen on Koulibaly. Here's Cole. Rebound, Washington. Johnson for 3. Cole with the rebound. It's Cole with the ball for Detroit. They trail by 18. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
Pass to Koulibaly. Pocket 6. Down low. And Sarr throws it down.
And would you say the offense is coming around for Sarr? He is doing it all tonight.
Collins, a screen on Young. To the inside. Cullen passes to Collins. And Davis sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Detroit making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Then for the Wizards, Keyshawn George. He's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Riley comes in for Koulibaly. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Outside for George. Over Collins. Another one falls for Washington.
You know, he hasn't taken as many shots tonight, but they're still ahead, and that means his teammates are delivering.
Mitchell outside. Collins a screen on Young. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And look out the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Wizards.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
And that one drops. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence. And let's check out some stats for George. How he did last season. Averaged 8 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster. The lead pass is on the money. Make it so easy for your teammate.
George sets a screen for Young. For the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Cole's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Cole. Beyond the arc. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Davis dishes to George. Davis sets a screen. Here's Riley. Mitchell against Young. Pass to George. Fires the 3. Detroit with the rebound. Cornette's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Cole. He's got 12. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Cole, defended by George. Cole, the pass to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, such an intelligent basketball player. John Collins knows how to get himself a look out of pick-and-roll action.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. A different look here for Detroit. Chris Middleton's checked in for John Collins. Robinson is subbed in for Dort. And then for Washington, Vukcevic is checked in. And it's Russell in for Trae Young. Russell against Mitchell. Pass to Carrington. Cole with the rebound. Cole's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Robinson on the wing. Mitchell outside. George with the steal. Over Robinson. George with the bucket. George has got 9. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Washington.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Stolen by Middleton. Here's Cole. Up again. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. .106 left to play here in the third. 5 to shoot. Inside. In transition, here come the Wizards. Riley passes it to George. Yep, that one goes. George has got 6 in the quarter.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Outside, Russell. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Cornette. Detroit trails by 17. Mitchell passes to Cornette. Down low. Here's Robinson. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. Detroit, no good that time either. George finds Russell. The shot's good on the assist by George. Russell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Washington closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnover. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Both teams will make substitutions. Collins is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Luke Cornette. And it's Cole in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Detroit right now. Davis against Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Davis missing. And, well, Detroit shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field. Here's the screen. Back to Cole. From deep. Buries it from 3-point range.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Here's Cole. Pass to Cornette. Another steal. In transition, here come the Wizards. Koulibaly finds Davis, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
McCollum looking it over. Trying again. Rebounded by Young.
Boy, still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
Johnson outside. Now Davis from outside knocks down the 3.
And this is the kind of range Davis has. If you give him room to fire, he'll burn you.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Alexander Saw. He's checked in for the Wizards. Alexander Saw. Detroit trails by 17. Here's Cole. He's defended by Koulibaly and stolen by Song. Here's Young. The putback.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
McCollum against Koulibaly. And the shot goes in.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
On a given night, 1 or 2 guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did lose focus, and it made a difference.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
You love this guy's confidence. He believes every shot is going in, and boy, a whole lot of them did.
Shot clock at 6. Young, he's off from 3. And so it's Detroit with the ball. 17-point game. Johnson against Dort. They set the pick. Here's McCollum. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Washington Wizards. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Now Davis. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Shoots it up. Oh, and wide open, nails the J. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie? And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony.